Hi, I'm CeCee Torres here at the Comic-Con Revolution in Ontario, and we're here with the artist known as Gus Vazquez.
Yeah, yes.
All right, Gus, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's it going with this Comic-Con Revolution today?
Awesome. Yes. Yeah, I love the show.
What do you love about it?
Well, first I know the promoter, so he's a good friend of mine. But I love the people here. It's a fairly new show. It's only its third year in Ontario. It's kind of a show that they don't have a lot of comic presence in this area, so there's a lot of new fans.
Yeah. Talk about what you do as an artist. What does your work entail? What kind of art do you draw? What comics are you known for?
So I draw superheroes. That's my thing. I do pencils and inks mostly. I've worked mainly for Marvel and DC. For the last 3 years, I've been strictly DC. Sasquatch Detective, Flash, Green Arrow, Suicide Squad, Adamant. Yeah, a lot of different things.
Okay, one of the things about comic book fans, they're very invested in their characters. Yes. They love them. They're very into their storyline. How does that relate to your artwork? Or is there anything that they like or don't like?
Well,
have you gotten in trouble for anything?
I've not gotten in trouble. I'm maybe for things that I say online, but not for my artwork. But in terms of my stuff, I mean, it's difficult to tell. Some people like some of the characters that I've drawn. Other people they like my art, but I don't have any of the characters that they like. So sometimes they don't end up picking up stuff just because I haven't drawn that. It's really hard to tell like what people like, and I can't draw every character. So it's, I try to pick a little bit of what I think people like that are their favorites and go with that.
But go with what you like also.
Sometimes I go with fan favorites, I mean, I got to make money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What got you into doing artwork and comic book work?
Oh,
Is that a long story?
Yeah, well, not very long. So I've been drawing ever since I could hold a pencil. And then when I was about 11, my brother got married, and he gave me his comic book collection. Wow. And I was already drawing and painting and doing all that stuff. And then when I was 17 in high school, I actually interned at DC Comics. So I got to meet a bunch of people, editors and artists and stuff, and a lot of the people kind of guided me along and gave me pointers and tips, and they liked me too. So it was easy to show my stuff to them and get feedback. And after I left the internship, I kind of went to the Army, but I kept in touch with a lot of the people that I had met, and I would write them letters, and I was like, I'm not giving up, I'm going to keep doing this. And then eventually, somebody gave me a gig. And my first big gig was actually Sunfire Big Hero 6, which was the first time Big Hero 6 ever appeared in a comic, 21 years ago this year. And we all know what Big Hero 6 has become now. So it was pretty cool to see, like, almost 20 years, something that was the beginning of my career kind of come around and become popular, because it wasn't really as popular a book as when I did it. So to see it become this, Academy Award winning movie is pretty amazing. Yeah.
Where do you see comic book art going in the future? Because I know we have so much digital coming into play.
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I do both traditional and digital. I work primarily digital now, mostly because of time constraint. And I draw on paper when I can. But I mean, with movies and TV, shows coming out that are really featured in comic books, there's a lot more content out there now, especially now that you've got like social media and you've got things like Kickstarter and GoFundMe, where it used to be hard for people to do independent books like on their own, and now pretty much anybody can be, a comic book writer, artist, whatever, as long as they have a good product and they have a good social media presence. Anybody can pretty much make it. So I think if anything, it'll be more wide. It's not widestream, but
just going
a wider audience. I don't think it's going anywhere. I mean, people argue that print is going away, but it's not really. Digital is adding, but I don't really see many people not buying as many comics. But yeah, I mean, I don't see it going anywhere. If anything, it's going to spread.
Yeah, you can tell by all the people that are here at the
Absolutely.
comic book
and
convention.
A lot of people that are here, I'm sure, are even trying to push their own product. So yeah.
And we want to know, what would superheroes eat to stay fit? All the superheroes that you draw, what do you think they like? What do you think they like to eat?
Oh man, I think they cook. I think a lot of them cook. Yeah.
They do meal prep?
Yeah. I mean, they work on their own time. They don't have 9 to 5, so I think they can do meal prep. Some are probably vegans. You know, a lot of people don't realize you can get protein from vegetables because that's where animals get their protein from. So yeah, I think it really depends on which superhero you're talking about. Yeah.
Pick one. Let's see. Wolverine.
Wolverine eats beef. He eats a lot of meat. Yeah, and what do you call it? I can't think of the word. It's dry. It's meat. Jerky. Yes, jerky. Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds like
I'm
Wolverine.
kind of a jerky for not remembering that.
Sounds like Wolverine food. All right, Gus. Well, thank you so much. Where can the people find you if they want to know more about you?
People can find me on Instagram at Gus Vazquez Art. That's VAZQUEZ, and GusVazquezArt.com.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.